So a few years ago, I was driving in my car and I was passing an orchard, and I felt like the Holy Spirit said, stop, pull over. So I pulled into the orchard and walked around a little bit, and I saw these trees that were cut all the way down to the ground. And I felt like I heard the Lord say real clear in my spirit, every tree that does not bear fruit is cut down. Oh my word, this sounds like a serious word. I better figure out what this means. So I didn't have data on my phone, so I pulled into McDonald's and jumped on their Wi-Fi and Googled, why don't fruit trees bear fruit? And I figured out, okay, the usual suspect, blight, mold, fungus, that kind of stuff. And then I found the answer that caused my whole spirit to leap. It said, if the fruit trees are planted in a monoculture, if they're only surrounded by trees that are just like them, they don't cross-pollinate, and they can't bear good fruit. Whoa! Until Christians hang out with people who aren't like them and get to know their stories, let their strengths rub off on us, let our strengths rub off on them, that we actually need each other, you know what I mean? And that word has so many different applications, like denominational pride, rich and the poor ministering, to like getting to know each other, telling each other stories, different ethnic groups getting to know each other, their stories, totally different theological camps getting to know each other stories, and actually learn to honor the differences, because it's our nature to resent differences and to say, you're not like me, you're wrong, instead of you're not like me, thank God. You know what I mean? That just seems so relevant at this time in our nation's history, that a monoculture makes it so that the church can't bear fruit. And there's so many millennials saying right now in their hearts, whether they're saying it out loud or not, they're saying, if the church can't be at the forefront of love one another, if the church can't be providing leadership and help, being the model of racial inclusion, not being colorblind, right? God didn't create all these different diverse cultures and groups so that we could pretend they're all the same. Just because we are all human doesn't mean we're all the same culture. God's not colorblind. He doesn't tolerate the differences. He celebrates the differences, right? It's every people, nation, tribe, tongue, all the different groups in heaven still singing with their unique song, with their unique heart language, with their unique voice. And it's the diversity all around the one King Jesus that makes the unity so much sweeter. Every tree that does not bear fruit, he cuts down. Why is the tree not bearing fruit, Lord? Because it's only hanging out with trees that are too much like it. What? Does that not make you go, whoa, okay, all right, yes. It does me.